Question: what can someone do who has prayed and believed for healing but has still not received it after 10 years? Well, again, this is a very complicated issue. Healing is not hard. It's really easy to get healed, but changing your thinking is what's hard. So, again, this is a very multifaceted thing. People could be sick and not have received their healing because they have unforgiveness, or because there's bitterness, because they feel inferior, they feel unworthy, and that God wouldn't answer their prayers. And so there could be 100 different reasons why people haven't received their healing. Therefore, there could be 100 different answers. I would suggest that you go to our website and look up all of our healing schools that happen every Thursday afternoon at 1 o'clock Mountain Time. You can either go live streaming and watch this, or we have over 4 years worth of archives there that if you were to go back and listen to that, I dare you to watch 4 years worth of healing school and stay sick.
If you're born again, you have a healing ministry already. There's nothing like this man has a healing ministry, this one doesn't. All of us have a healing ministry. Why? Because we all carry healing in us. All of us have a healing ministry. Why? Because we all carry healing in us. I'm preaching better than you listen. Why are people looking concerned? You know, you can be there thinking, but will I be healed? Why are you asking God the wrong questions? Start giving thanks that your healing is going to manifest.
Says that he was named Aeneas, which had done what? Kept his bed. Now don't think that he was an askari of his bed. He kept his bed because he was bedridden. So he had kept his bed 80 years. Now, I want you to read again with me just to understand what I'm saying. Go again onto verse 32 just to understand something that I want to lay here. 32 again. It came to pass as Peter passed throughout what? All the quarters, and he came down to what? To the saints. He wasn't going to the unbelievers. So, as Peter came to Lydda, he was coming to Lydda because there were particular saints. You follow what I'm saying? The important thing about this is to know why we have also actually made an argument in other teachings. That there are saints in Lydda. However, there is a man that is known as Aeneas, which guy kept his bed for 8 years. This explains to you and I that the Christians or the disciples never had the miraculous sign gifts. You follow what I'm saying? They have a patient that has taken over what? 80 years. Until the coming of one of the apostles, that we are going to see an outstanding miracle. That is why we have always made it very clear that any person that is very logical enough, if you study the book of Acts, you'll understand that the believers didn't have these particular gifts that were given to the apostles as actually credentials to their ministry, as vindicators to the message that was given unto them, as supporting thing that these are the people that the Lord had done what? Had chosen to lay his church's foundation. Now, the modern day ministers can grapple with this verse here. They say all believers were empowered with the same gifts that were given to the apostles. 8 years the man kept what? His bed. What were the Christians doing? And the thing is, the Christians of today and the ministers of today, what do they know that these Christians, all these saints that were taught by the apostles never knew? You follow what I'm saying? The saints here in Lydda were taught by the apostles, but they didn't have the same miraculous gifts that were given to what? To the apostles. And that's one of the things that I'm telling you, that most people have not understood this. They go on condemning the believers every now and then and saying, you should have raised him from the dead. You should have maybe done this and all of that. But I'm telling you, the Bible says these were saints. saints. They were believers. And so the fact that Aeneas was one of those particular believers, they did not do what? They did not help him. Now how about we consider verse 34. The Bible says that, and Peter said unto him, Aeneas, Jesus Christ heals you. Was this one difficult for other saints to say? Was it difficult? Were they not? Could they actually say this thing? What was so strange about this? An apostle is in place. All the miraculous signs that would happen, they happen in the presence of what? An apostle. Why? They are the ones that the Lord had gifted with this that are known as the apostolic sign gifts. Give me some sense, my dear ones. What is difficult for a believer that has been in church for long to say, Jesus Christ heals you? What is difficult? Do you need to spend years making that simple statement? There is nothing difficult about this. But there was a particular what? Reason. And the Bible says that Peter said that Jesus Christ heals you. Arise and make your bed. Immediately he arose. This is one of the main character of the apostolic what? Gifts. They were very instantaneous. What happened with Aeneas? Immediately did what? He arose. That's one thing we are not seeing today, because there was a particular purpose for that in that particular time. All the miracles that happened in the Bible, there was a purpose unto them. They didn't just happen randomly. God had a reason as to why he allowed particular signs to do what happened.